Hello, welcome back to Building the Bairns. This is episode 17. This is your Premiership Championship group and your end of season review. And let's get right into it by going through the fixtures we played off camera. So, when we last left off, it was the fair one, this Celtic game. So we had Aberdeen in the Cup. We got beat 1-0 at extra time, so we're not progressing any further on that. So maybe something we have to look into next season. But we're starting to build a team now, and we picked up 2 injuries. We were down to 10 men at one point, so it's understandable. Then we went played at home against Ross County, where we absolutely battered them 4-0. Sack getting a goal from a corner, Bernard getting a goal from a corner, and then Diego picking up two. Then we played Aberdeen again away. It was a 0-0 draw. Then not much really happened. There was a mini injury for Leinster, nothing too serious, and then a couple of yellow cards. Then we played Hibs at home, where we absolutely battered them 3-1. It was Carlos with a goal, Anton get one, Mackie gets a penalty, and Kyle scored a nice free kick for the Hibees. Then we went and travelled to St Mirren, where we picked up a 2-0 win. It was an Alex Woolworth stunning outside the box goal. And then Connor McCarthy scored an OG for St Mirren. And we won 2-0 there. Then we played Livingston, a very frustrating match, but it's a game where Livingston just kept annoying us. They had that attack sort of just working, getting past the defence. We weren't playing well. But thankfully we had Bozak Tavic, who had an absolute blinder again. He played that central mid attacking role. I think it's Marcelo attacking, and he just played out his skin. He scored one, maybe two outside the box. It was two fantastic goals, and one in the box. It was like a tap in. And he was everywhere. He was caused no issue, and he got something. And in the last game before the split, we played Rangers at Ibrox. We took the lead under Gabriel. They scored with Tino. They bring it to 1-1, and then we scored the Bernard in the 82nd minute to let that travelling support go mental, and a good way to get us into the split, where just before this game, if I can find the email, yes I do, we are now considered in this title race. So Celtic are top of the league with 82 points, we're on 74, Rangers on 73. In my opinion, there's no title race here, but if somehow Celtic got beat off Rangers, and then we bet Celtic, there would be something on the tables, but it means we need to beat Aberdeen, who are kind of our bogey team now. We're struggling to get anything away. But the good news is we are at home, so maybe that is a plus. And Celtic have got a home, 3 home games in a row is annoying, especially when we've got to travel there. That's never do good there. But I want to say in the split last year we played Celtic away and we won, but they could lose these games here. Like, if we were able to beat them, Rangers, Aberdeen could give them a game, it would be smashing, but I don't think this matters to us, but I just thought I'd put it in. And then we'll also put in, we've got a youth intake. I will not show it, okay, so it's get up here, we've got one 5-star player, and then we've got a couple of just kind of okay players here. I don't know why it says off a contract, they've all been offered a youth contract. So we'll start off with Martin Davison. He's a 5'7" striker. I don't think it was bad at all. He's got a good valuation, and I think he's also a good player. He's a poacher, which is what I use in my team, and he just needs a couple more kind of boost to develop a wee bit. But he's quite good. He is just a all-in good striker. Then we've got Dean Johnson, who again doesn't look bad. I would say looks like a kind of advanced forward type. Yeah, he's unambitious, which is a wee bit annoying. 5'9". He's got the finishing. He just needs to get some more kind of stats up, but maybe a wee bit of time in the under 18 to get him that. Then you've got Paul here, again another striker, 6 foot. He's a kind of target forward. He doesn't look the worst, but compared to the other two are better. You've got Jimmy Smith. He again is a full back, plays both sides, no bad crossing, just needs to get his pace up, but he has got low determination. There's a couple of players here, Alex and Scott, who have not been offered contracts yet. I'm just kind of waiting to see what they say about it. They're still at the club training, but I don't know. The players below him are all still got something to. We've got Scott Caldwell here, in a winger. He's got a wee bit of pace to him. He's got good crossing already at 15. Don't think it was that bad. They've got Callum Grant here again. He's got the acceleration pace to his name. It's good technique. He's got good crossing and dribbling. He doesn't look a bad winger. And they've got Adam Holmes here, the 6 foot centre back. Doesn't look the best, but he's still got potential to him, so we've gave him that. So that was a youth intake. It wasn't the worst, but if Martin Davison doesn't look bad at all, And if it's going to be the same route as how Harper looks, if I can find him, yeah, David Harper, he's developing well. He's starting to get the stats up. He's starting to just kind of grow, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's in the first team very soon as a backup slash like playing, because I don't think Mackie will be here for longer. Mackie's starting to decrease a wee bit, and he's unhappy. So I feel time for David Harper to kind of just take that step in now. But talk about this, we're on game day at home to Aberdeen, and this is what we're rocking. So we're going to have Jamal in net. We've got Bernard, Sack, Carlos, and Qualetta in defence. We've got Biden and Lowry in the midfield. Airtron and Lazar in the wings, and then we've got Gabriel and Anton up front. So I'll see when the game starts. And it's kick off here at the Falkirk Stadium, but it's the start of the split. And for us to even have a title hope here, we need Rangers to win and us to pick up something here. Aberdeen prevail with the 3 points to keep some sort of whip in this. The Falkirk have the first highlight here. It's down the wing to Lazar, who gets it into Gabriel. He connects with the header, but it just goes wide of the goals. It's unlucky, but a good positive start here for Falkirk. And it's quite nice to actually be already contenders for the title race. I know we're up there, but still just don't think we are that title made. But I think we've made some good signings in January. If we get a nice budget in the summer, we'll make some more good signings. As a through ball from Quagliata lands to Anton, and the Belgian man scores again. He's absolutely developing fantastic for us now. He looks like a great striker, and I can really see him being a key player. As Rangers have just taken the lead against Celtic 1-0. Oh, okay, so we're not doing too bad here. Rangers are still behind us, whereas if we didn't end up winning the league and getting first place, we still need to fight for second. But you know, you've got to take your chances here, and we're still in the title race hope here. It just means we need to, if we win this and it ends there in the Old Firm, we will need to beat Celtic at Celtic Park to have even any slight of a hope. So let's just keep the motivation, keep the head level, and let's see if we can get something out of this game. This is the most important one. Let's just concentrate on getting the win here. As Qualita puts a nice ball through. Starting to get a wee bit better now. I feel a wee bit better here. Gabriel puts a nice ball into the box for Anton. He takes a shot, but it's just wide of the goals. I feel like Qualita's finally kind of settled in a wee bit. It's still not been the best this season, but he's definitely got better. But Harper has played the last couple of games. He's done not bad in the games. Gabriel here's shot's been blocked by defender. It goes back out. It's now Biden. Then a Bernard. Can Bernard get one whipped in here? He can. It goes to Lazar and the header goes over the bar. It's unlucky. I'm going to take off the left winger, and once this highlight's done, he's not the right winger, so he's not had a great game this game. Nice wee play for Aberdeen. They've trying to get into the box. The header's been headed back out. Eventually goes to Palmer. Bounce. Gets another shot. It's been blocked. Aberdeen looking dangerous here. Another through ball being put there to the striker, but Jamal is able to say it's out for an Aberdeen corner. Aberdeen whip it in, and Jamal picks the ball up. Very easy. Good catch from the goalkeeper. Now let's make some subs. Take Ayrton off for Gabriel, and then we'll bring on Diego. I think we'll also take off Lowry. Will we take Lowry off? Let's have a think about this here. We could actually swap him with Biden. Keep Lowry on, so I take Biden off. And then we can make a double change here. I'm thinking, what was I actually doing here? Yeah, okay, here we go. I've got it now. So we've got Sack and Bernard defence. Bring Lewis Coyle on as the fullback. Drop Carlos to the CDM because he did that kind of defensive ball winning midfielder. Keep Lowry on, and we'll put in Bernard in centre back. And we'll keep that as the two substitutes for now, in case we get an injury. But there's another couple of players that would pose maybe a sub. I would maybe think Valencia come on the left side, as Wizards not doing the best. Also a yellow card. But we'll do that as subs now. Maybe do it in the last 10 minutes. Rangers take a 2-0 lead now to Celtic. And we'll now make that left winger sub. We'll bring on Valencia and play him in the wing, see how he does there. As we'll now close out the last 5 minutes of this game, hopefully we're going to get the 3 points here. Not been any highlights, 5 minutes added on. And it's a highlight here, it's focus in the box, it's Valencia to Sack, back to Valencia. Try to get into Gabriel. Diego eventually has the ball into his feet, takes a shot, and Kelly saves it. 2 minutes left in the clock here, and it's done and dusted. Falkirk do pick the 1-0 victory up against Aberdeen. Now 3 points closer to Celtic. I last seen Celtic were getting beat 2-0, and it ended 2-0, so We have closed the gap on Celtic, and this next game now is now very, very important. So this will be interesting to see how this goes. We play Celtic next away at Celtic Park. I'll see for when we play Celtic. Hello and welcome back for the lineup against Celtic at Celtic Park. In net, we've got Jamal, the back four, Bernard, Zach, Carlos and Qualeta. We've got Biden and Lowry in the midfield, Airtron and Laz on the wings, Gabriel and Anton up front. I'll see when the game kicks off. And it's kick-off here at Celtic Park for probably the biggest game of this season. Falkirk away to Celtic. A winner of this match will be definitely looking at favourites to win the league. Celtic, after getting beat off Rangers, will be looking to try and pick up something here. Falkirk on a bit of good form now. I've just beaten Aberdeen. They're now looking to maybe cause an upset here. It starts off Falkirk actually having a good majority of shots here and shots on target. The Celtic starting to close themselves back in and not been a single highlight yet in this match. We're 35 minutes in. That give a wee encouragement shout to see if that does anything, but it looks like we're heading to half time with no highlights at all. And we do. Very, very boring and quiet game. That was a very quick half. Roll it for the second half now. I can see a couple of subs again I might want to make. Especially with someone like a yellow card in our team who's not in a good rating, so I think I'm going to make that sub. But now into 6-7, still utterly quiet. I'm very shocked about that. Bring Diego on. I think that'll be all I make for my subs for now. Yeah, that'll be all the subs I make. See if that changes anything. Now finally the first highlight goes to Falkirk. Biden to Bernard to Gabriel. Qualeta and the Italian fullback puts Falkirk ahead at Celtic Park. What a goal to score for Falkirk. Great finish, and it's one of the most important goals of his career as Falkirk now put the gap to 2 points now, heading into the last 3 games of split. Celtic on the attack here. Can they get something? It's Carlos back to Jamal, gets it all the way up the pitch, but Celtic back on the ball, looking to get an equaliser, and it's a great strike from Maeda. A great ball through, first time volley, and the game is now opened up for attacks. It's now looking for a lot more action here. Going to make a couple of more subs here. We're going to bring on Sean and put Biden up in the attacking role. And then we're going to bring Valencia on for Anton. Now a highlight here for Celtic now. McGregor from the free kick is headed into the box. It's Carlos put Diego through. Diego's through for Falkirk. He's got trouble here in defence. Easy pass off here. Biden gets it into Valencia. Shot's blocked by the Celtic man. Falkirk a great chance there, and Qualeta has wiped the Celtic man out in the counter attack. And there's about 10 minutes left on the clock. It's 1-1 here. The highlights now flying out. Qualeta again putting it on the yellow card, but still going for tackles. It's a well 1-1. Falkirk had a chance to go and attack, but they've lost it here. And the Italian man has wiped out Maeda for a penalty. He has lost it since he scored. And the penalty saved! Falkirk penalty! Falkirk saved the penalty, sorry. Jamal with a fantastic save. And again, it doesn't close the gap much, but it stops Celtic getting 3 points here. As it ends here, Celtic 1, Falkirk 1. Again, on the day of playing Celtic at their ground in the split, they cannot beat Falkirk. As we've made them drop points again. Now, let's see how that does for the league table. So, Celtic on 83, Falkirk's on 78. If Rangers win, they'll go on to 9 points. So, if Ipton still stand, can Celtic get the wins again against Aberdeen? We've got Ross County next. I'll see if we can play the County. Welcome back to the Falkirk lineup for the game against Ross County. We've got Jamal in net, we've got Coyle, Sack, Carlos and Quetta in defence, Byron and Lowry in the midfield, Airtron and Lazar in the wings, and Gabriel and Anton up front. I'll see if when the game kicks off. And it's kick-off here at the Falkirk Stadium for Falkirk versus Ross County. And the title push continues here. Rangers did win that game. We were talking about last, and they've took the lead here. Really put the pressure on Celtic. And see if Falkirk can also take the lead here to try and join in here. As a ball's eventually put through Anton, and it hits off the post, I think. And then I think it was the post and the defenders cleared it out there. But it did go out for the Falkirk corner, and it's been caught by the goalkeeper now. Ross County have a counter attack on the go here. But it's been very slow down play. They're struggling to get past this defence. Back and forward to the wingers, eventually get some sort of through ball put through here. It's whipped into the box to Charles Cook and he's missed the header. Try to pick up the ball here and create something for County. He does get a ball put through to him and Charles Cook slots it home nicely. Falkirk are down 1-0 to Ross County. Not the start we wanted here. And the hopes of getting close to a Champions League finish again has just been drawn out us, but it's still early days. Let's see if we can try and get something from this match. I'm going to go more attacking. Try and get some sort of highlight here. It's Laza with a free kick. He's went for a goal over there and it's wide of the goals. Needing someone to step up and really shine here. We're absolutely dominating Ross County in the stats here. As else going to have a goal kick. It's Lowe that wins the header, but it's Ross County in control again here. Trying to get the ball through. And they're doing some nice passing down their right side. Eventually lands to Phillips, and they've had 3 shots and 2 on target, and they're 2-0 up. Unbelievable. Falkirk are playing absolutely dreadful this match, and the team talk's going to be very, very angry on if they don't get anything or even one before half time. I help at least so. As Falkirk have possession of the ball here. Nice bit of passing, it's Coyle. It's just lost the ball so easy there. I think he might be coming off this set for the second half. It's Carlos wins the ball back. What are they now? Back to Carlos. Falkirk need to try and get the ball forward here. A big over the top ball by Biden gets to Anton to Lazar. Then he gets something into Anton. It's bounced off Lowry. He gets another chance. It goes in. It's Falkirk 1, Ross County 2. We've got a goal before half time. Just what we were asking for. It lets us get a wee team talk involved here. I've put my disbelief of what's happening in, and then we can tell them to step up and take control of this match. Show everyone we can win this match. And before we even kick off it, we're going to make a couple of subs. We're going to put Airtron at right back. We're going to bring on Diego up front and move Gabriel to the wing. Then we're going to... I'll keep Lowry on and out. We'll make that one sub. We'll do the one sub and see how it goes. And we'll do that. I think the team talk's actually glitched out here. Confirm changes. Okay, that was a strange glitch. I've not seen that before. Right, but we've got Diego on now. We've done a team talk. Let's see if we can get something back from this match now. As Lowry down the wing here. He gets into Anton, it's bounced off defenders. Anton still makes it to the ball and takes a shot, but it's hit off the outside net. And now Falkirk again, now looking more dangerous. Diego down the Lowry. Lowry takes a long shot, it's just right wide of the goals. Falkirk looking better here, but we really need to get something here early on to try and get the win here. As, I think that was Diego whipped the ball into Anton. Keeper's caught it for Ross County. He's now punted it up. Now it's back to Falkirk in control again. Now looking to get an attack on the goal. Quaglietta, it runs on the left. He continues. It's a fantastic run. Lowe back to Quaglietta. It went to Gabriel. He's missed the header. Airtron. Biden now restart the attack here. Falkirk. Biden gets it to Anton. To Lowry. Back to Quaglietta. He's been tackled in the box. It's a penalty to Falkirk. Lazar will step up to take this penalty. A chance to level this game with 30 minutes left. And he scores it. Fantastic. Top right corner. It's 2-2 now. Falkirk have 30 minutes or 32 minutes exactly to now try and get a winner here. Let's hope we don't concede one now. As Ross County have a corner. It's whipped in. And instantly Ross County get that lead again. 2 minutes after we've scored a penalty. It's Falkirk 2, Ross County 3. This is an absolute torturous game now of football. It's what it's just mentioned the Livingston game we had just before the split where they're just scoring every chance they get. Now Falkirk try to get something created here. Okay, Falkirk have managed to win the ball back. It's Diego's through 1-1 here. He scores! It's 3-3. 71 minutes on the clock. If Falkirk get the goal there, it's 3-3. Diego is the scorer. Now there's a chance again to take the lead here. Can Falkirk do it? Take the lead for the first time in this match. It's in 83rd here. Airtron. Gabriel, Ross County won the ball. Will we get a counter attack here? Will Falkirk be able to steal it? It's Cook here. Passing it back. It looks like they're doing that nice play did in the first half. And Lazar wins the ball, but it bounces back to a Ross County player. We're doing some good pressing here. They've managed to get it to the keeper to punt it. Now Falkirk in control again. Biden to Lowry. Puts it through to Anton. He looks onside. He's looking for a pass. Diego. Oh, bounce off a defender and they went in net. It's been cleared out on the line. Falkirk had a great chance there. That is so unlucky. And now I'm looking to definitely get some pushes on here. I'm going to go all out for this now. I kind of have to. Play him as the portrait, and play Dale as the attacker. We'll play you as a shadow, and then we're playing both of you as complete wing backs on attack. And we'll take off Gabriel for Lowry, and then bring on. No, we move Anton in midfield. I think that's what we'll do. Move Anton in midfield and then bring Valencia on as one of the strikers. And really go for this now. We all could probably higher chance of conceding here, but we need to go for it if we want to stay in this contention. Colorado has scored an absolute brilliant long shot. Ross Kelly take the lead. I'm utterly frustrated in this match. There's no way Falkirk's going to get as pointed out this surely. Valencia, Goleta back to Valencia, to Diego, Biden, Airtron, they're just not able to get a ball in the box or someone to take a shot at that. Out to the fullback. It's been eventually back to Airtron. It goes to Lazar, but it's going to be ruled offside because the linesmen have been so against us this year. Now it's a goal kick. There's still time left in the clock for attack here. It's been won by Carlos. Back to Jamal. He's ran out his box. He took a good punt that no one's able to get on the end of it. We've won the header again. It's been intercepted by Ross County. Now on the attack here. Samuel is wide. Back to Ross County here. Still Samuel again. And his shot goes over the bar. It's like a bad day off for Falkirk. It looks, in my opinion, our run for Champions League is definitely out the window now. It's now down to Rangers and Celtic for the title race. Unbelievable, bad day, and it just shows we still need a wee bit of signings. I would say our goalkeeper is definite for next season. I'll see you for our next game, which is against St Mirren. Oh, welcome back for the lineup against St Mirren. Falkirk will be welcome. Jamal in net, Airtron, Sack, Carlos and Coletta in defence, Biden and Lowry in the midfield, Gabriel and Lazar in the wings. Up front, Diego and Anton. I'll see you for when the game starts. And it's kick off here at Falkirk Stadium. Falkirk versus St Mirren. Calculated off camera, but my title's now off the table, so we do just need to win today and win against Rangers to get second place. So, because even though one in the Europa League would be not worse because we might actually have a better go at it, I still want the Champions League money because it's still a nice pot of money to get. As Diego lovely puts us up 1-0 with a great ball for Biden. Can St Mirren get an equaliser here if they can? That was a free kick back post to Paul. Bounce off a defender and someone else had a thought. I think it was Ethan. In the midfield had a shot, bounce again back to Paul. And then boom, he scores. 1-1 here. Definitely had a wee bad bit at the end of the season here. But maybe we can get a goal here to turn it all around. Diego. He gets it to Lazar. What a goal from outside the box from the winger. We're 2-1 up now. And we're edging closer towards the end of the season. Can we get second place? Airtron, Diego. The Gabriel. He whips it in. Oh, that's unlucky there. And I'm looking at the table here for the title race because I'm interested myself. Rangers have to win the day and Celtic have to drop points for Rangers to continue. So it looks like if it stays the way it is and Celtic win, they win the league and then it goes down to second place battle between me and Rangers. Well, wait, will it? It won't. At the end of the last game of the season, it'll be absolutely pointless as it stands now because Rangers are winning. So it looks like we'll be getting no Champions League this year and we're heading for, I think it's a Europa League playoff, but I also noticed that Ross County are in the Scottish Cup final against Celtic. So if they did somehow beat Celtic in that game, they would get a better spot. They basically take away the third place spot and we get something else. So we have a panic here, but I imagine we should be able to be all okay there. Because it's now known it's the last game, the last second game, I'm going to make a couple of subs here. Ben Williamson, I run out. Why not? Swap him with him. We're going to play Coyle right from the left back and then we'll keep it like that. I think for the last game against Rangers we'll just play a couple of youngsters, probably get beat, but who cares, it's the end of the season now. So we'll play a more youth team at the end and give some players a go. I might even give one of the new strikers a start for Youth Academy, see how he does. Back to make his name for himself here. Falkirk corner in the last minute. Carlos gets the header but it goes over the bar. There's 3 minutes left on the clock. And it's going to be a highlight here in the 92nd for it was for St Mirren, but Falkirk stole the ball. It's been fit for Anton, who chips the goalkeeper, but it just goes wide. Unlucky for the Belgian man. Now 30 seconds remaining on the clock here. goal kick for St Mirren is punted out. And it's been passed by Sam Bryan to the midfield, Falkett in the second clear. Just continuously blocking it here. Eventually get it wide to Gabriel with 5 seconds left in the clock. Looking for 4, and that'll be game over here at Falkett Stadium. Going now. Just went wide to Diego, back to Airtron. Will he get us in the box? He does. Lazar to Coyle. Coyle looking to try and get past the man. He gets in. Gabriel caught by the goalkeeper, and that's it. It's game over at the Falkett Stadium. Falkett win 2-1 against St Mirren. And I didn't see how the rest of the results went. And Celtic won, and so did Rangers. So Celtic win the league. The Celtic are current champions. Rangers are guaranteed second place now. And we are in third place guaranteed. So I'll see you for the last game of the season. Looking back to the last game of season 4 with a completely different lineup here. We're rocking for Rangers away. Jamal Net, Airtron, Carlos, Sean, and Harper in defence. Carlos and Tavic in the midfield. Gabriel and Valencia in the wings, and Davison to make his debut up top with Anton. I'll see you for when the game kicks off. And it's kick off here at Ibrox. Last game of the season. It's the gun of the games that doesn't mean anything, and we pick up an early injury, and it's for a right back who I actually took off the bench because I didn't think we'd get anything in that department. But we're down a man already. We'll go to the Italian collector to replace him. It's Fashion Sakala has scored here for Rangers in a game which does not mean anything for anybody. So I could not give anything what the score is. We are guaranteed third place. All I'm happy with is just to see how some of these youngsters play here. But Rangers do look to be on attack here. 13 minutes in. They make it 2 here. It's Roberts, and it does. Tyler Roberts scores here to make it 2-0 for Rangers. They've definitely played much better this season than they did last season, but they have not won the league because they haven't won games again when we played them at the start of the season. And Ibrox, we beat them twice this season. And there's other games I've seen them not win against, like your Marwell and Dunfermline. So, but they're definitely in there. But I would say, in my opinion, if it's a full strength team here that's playing, we give Rangers a game, and we actually are like probably level with him now. I would say, in my opinion, just to have that catch on what they have is they've made it 3-0 here. Falcon to have an attack. It's Davison to Quilletta. He's trying to get it in the middle of the park, but it's unable to. He's playing out of position. Don't expect much here. As Rangers doing some nice passing here. Getting it round about. Sakala gets through again. Jamal this time catches it. I would say for next season, a goalkeeper is something I'll be looking at. I think I'll be just looking for everywhere, to be honest with you, just to see what we can upgrade. But the goalkeeper's probably my main priority. Jamal's been good for us, but he's went down a rating. He's now maybe just ready for being the backup. Then I'll maybe hope for a younger goalkeeper, someone that's ready to stay here for long term. And probably going to look at maybe bringing in a winger. I've got someone I've got my eyes on, but he's currently got an injury now, and I tried to buy him in March. Because of that, how bad his injury was, he's failed his medical. So hopefully by the time it comes to when the window opens and it's getting near the end, and Davison has been sent off instantly, straight red, or his debut. I started a good debut to remember. But as I was saying, as a winger, I'm interested in. He's a Scottish regen. I won't say much about it though, because my luck will end up going somewhere because I can't get him in now. But I've had 2 bids basically rejected because he's medical. So we will have a look at that down the lines and see how that goes. I think we'll get at least a right winger / centre mid. He looks very good, and he'd be very good for our team according to the scouts. So let's hope we can get him in. He'll be definitely improvement in the wing. Then attackers, I don't think I'll need any, to be honest with you. I think my strikers are quite good. I did see before this game Diego was linked with a move, so that might I could actually maybe see that happening, to be honest with you. Letting go maybe Diego or Valencia. If it's going to let me bring in some players, I'll already keep some of my good players. Valencia's quite good just because he play a lot of. He's a good floater. He can play a striker. He can play the wings. And Diego's good, but he has hot and cold spells. He has still banged 20 goals in this season, but I still don't think he's prem quality. Once his Anton gets kind of that kind of level like unlocked, he'll definitely make a name for himself. He'll be the goal scorer as long as we keep him at the club. Falkirk, I've got to go back. It's 4-1. It was a corner from Biden, and it's Carlos again. He's been absolutely fantastic since he's joined us, and I think he will be the heart of our defensive sack unless anyone comes in a bid for it either two. But I am looking forward to seeing how Carlos can develop as a player. I like the midfield. There might be some players heading out on loan, but now we continue what I said in the last episode about this kind of Ajax model. We will now start trying to build that, and we'll be bringing a lot more regens and bringing in players. But it depends what the money is. It finally ends here at Ibrox. Rangers 4, Falkirk 1. Last game of the season. Players not happy with where we were underdogs, so I don't know what we're expecting. But we have booked ourselves. Our ticket got 2.44 million. And I'm just going to go through everything. I'd like to see what we're going to get, but I won't find out that until the Scottish Cup final next Saturday. So I'm going to say my end of year thing will come up after that game. So get a couple of days. If not, I will be back to show off the end of season review, which is as of now. I'll leave it through and see what FM and the board think of it. So we brought in Carlos. The board are happy with it. He's like on a lower wage and more of the signings he made. He's been quite good. I think Bernard's been a fantastic free agent signing. He's worth a lot of money. He's wanted. Who's he wanted by? Watford and Celtic. He won't be going to Celtic because I'm not selling any of my players to competition people. Lowry looks good. I only get that at least cause fix if he has got that in his deal. I'm not actually happy with Anton, even though I think he will be a fantastic player. He's valued so much for us. Lazar, they're kind of happy with him, just in the middle. Not happy with Bozo Tavic. I still think it's something to him as well. Like Gabriel, they're happy at least because I'll be getting taken off soon. Tillman's not been a bad sign. I think Tom might be going this season, to be honest with you. Too injury prone for what I like him. They like Caesar, I think it's been quite good. Williamson's been an okay player, but it's good kind of backup. They like Antron. I think he's quite a good fullback, and no, a wee bit, no full on, but just disappointed with the signing of Qualita. So the season, we got the bowl expected to get top half. We finished third. We had home attendance that maxed out. Diego was the top goal scorer. Falkirk finished third. Celtic won the league. Now a good season, good wee bits here. Some games you can see if they are able to pick up points against like your Livingston, get something in that game at Celtic Park. Not lose to Ross County. These got Ross County again. If they got these draws or wins, we would have been definitely up there. So we're getting closer and closer. Biggest win of the season was the 4-0 victory away to Hibs. Match to remember was the match when we went to Lisbon and bet Sporting. I would agree with that. And goal of the season came from Alex Lovey, who had a 25 metres out, scored a long shot, a 4-1 defeat. Anyway, made a lot of money this season. Competition money's been ridiculous. And it's all good to see it up. The shirt sales by Mikhail still up there. Lovey, Valencia, Diego, Lazarus. All good there. Ratings look good. I won Manager of the Year. A couple of Manager of the Month as well. And yeah, Diego 21 goals, 12 assists by Mackay. Not been a bad season. I wonder if it's going to give us a budget now. So the team they're saying for the best team overall has got Much, Boyle, Sack, McKenna, Mackie, Lowry, Magandos, Nesbitt, Valencia, Diego, and Yays up front. I'm now looking to see. So they want us to get Europa League Conference League next season as the top half finish, getting to the Europa League Conference group. Does that mean the Scottish Cup's been decided? It's not. Why win the Europa League Conference if we lost coefficient points? Oh, look at this now. Premiership rules. Championship group, no, just be Premiership. Now in Europa League playoff, I might change. Okay, so we'll just say we're going to be hopefully Celtic win that. But if that is the case, we're in the playoffs. Well, Europa League, we will be in Europe anyway, so we'll get that ticked. Our contract's up next season as well, so we'll get maybe talks of that. Reading have declared interest in Diego, and they're willing to spend a wee bit of money on him. That'd be nice to get a wee bit of money for him. That's all like as well. So we've got the end of season meeting. Let's just quickly go and see we're going to get. Just tell them to get Europa League. and no promises, and everyone enjoy my holiday. Let's go for destination camp. Let's go to Portugal. I'm quite good in Lisbon there. I'd like to see it happen in the Scottish Cup. So, we've got the new stadium. It's going to be the Alex Trotton Arena. It's going to cost 20 million. The board have secured a loan to help build this project. Additional funding for the project is secured with a sponsorship deal worth 3.8 million. How big is it going to be? 18,000 a seater. Not bad, by the way. Not bad at all. It's a lot of money, but I think we'll be able to get that. As I say, just maybe get a good sell ons and all that. But be given 5.77 million to spend. Wow, did not expect that at all. It's a nice bit of money to be given. That's yes, okay. I'm all for that. That is definitely going to make us get some good signs. So I think again we'll just do what we did last season. We'll come back for whatever, like the start of the season, or we'll come back for that first qualifying match. But if it's a playoff, we're playing in the Europa. You won't play that for a while, so we won't play that to in this time. So I might just come back to like if it is going to be a playoff, maybe like play the first couple of games in the league and then come back for like league qualifier, or like qualifier league, whatever. So I'll come back. I'll definitely come back to show off that playoff match or whatever European competition we're in at that point. We'll have the season done. I'll talk about this new signings, but I hope you enjoyed season 4. It's been again, I think, an impressive season. We've now got the stadium sorted with the name of it. It's a nice name. I like that. It's going to one of the Falkirk legends. Yes, one of the Falkirk legends. I liked it. It's named after a legend. That's in the works of getting built now, so don't know how long we'll have here. It's going to be done 2027, so it's going to take a couple of years. So let's see if we can win the league before that. That's probably my goal now. I want to try and I've got enough money now to get a team and maybe compete against your Rangers and your Celtics. So I have a good window, and we'll come back for a European game. So I thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, leave a like and subscribe to keep yourself entailed. Both would be very appreciated. And leave a comment for any suggestions or anything you want to ask in general. I will have a read at it. And thank you again for watching, and I'll see you for the next episode. Goodbye.